This is the 2025 Honda CR-V EXL. Is it the best compact crossover SUV? Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. Today we're at Holmes Honda to go over this urban gray pearl with black interior CR-V EXL. If you'd like to know more, check out the link down in the description of the video. Tell whoever you work with at the dealership that Tom from Vehicle Visionary sent you their way. Here on the front end, we have the LED headlights and LED daytime running lights. Now, you won't find fog lights. If you'd like to see fog lights added to the CR-V, tell Honda down in the comments section all about it. There's no trim level, hybrid or non-hybrid, that offers fog lights on the CR-V as of right now. You will find the active air curtains right here that help improve your aerodynamics. We're going to have the gloss black upper grille with the large Honda logo, the chrome brow above that. But I do like that we don't have gloss black down here on these lower areas. That's good because that's going to see a lot more opportunity for rock chips, things like that from driving down the road, but it won't show the damage as easily as gloss black will. 18-inch wheels for those of you that are not fans of gloss black. Well, here is a nice finish for you that I think will work better considering what it is that you do or don't want. Some of you like gloss black, some of you don't. Now, this model comes in all-wheel drive, but you can go front-wheel drive if you want to. When it comes to the side view mirrors, there's only one thing missing here, and that is that they are not power folding, they're manually folding, but you know what? At least they fold. That's a good thing. Your turn signal indicators are built in. They're power adjustable, they're heated, and you have your blind spot information system, or what Honda calls blind spot monitoring, built in. How about your remote? Lock, unlock, remote start. Can open and close your power tailgate right there, and you have the panic button if you need that. That is a proximity key, and you have the walk away feature. Now, there is not a panoramic sunroof as of right now with the CR-V, but you do have the conventional size sunroof up there, the body colored shark fin antenna, your rear roof spoiler, LED tail lights finishing things off here on the rear, and you can see your all-wheel drive logo right there. Also, when you need it, there's your rear window wiper. And as I mentioned, you have the power tailgate right there. You can open that with the button that I just used on the tailgate itself, on the remote. There's also one on the interior. Cargo capacity ranges between 36.6 to 39.3 to 76.5 cubic feet. And something that will make everybody very happy is what you have under here. You have a spare tire. All the tools to change the tire are going to be here. You'll also have your LED cargo lighting back here. Also, a 12-volt power outlet when you need to power something. And here is how everything looks when your cargo capacity is maximized. If you want to change the height of your tailgate, let's say the ceiling height where you park is low, you need to bring it down about like that. Notice it says hold to set height right here. So you hold the button down and you listen for the beeps. And then we're going to close that. And now when I open the tailgate, you're going to see that it will open to the height where I just set it. If you want to reset it to any other height, all you do is just move it into that position, hold the button down again, and you're ready to go. Under the hood of the non-hybrid version of the CR-V is the 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. It puts out 190 horsepower. The torque comes in at 179 pounds-feet, and it's mated to a CVT. Let's go over here and take a look at our window stickers. You can see the MPGs. We're looking at 26 city, 31 highway, 28 combined, 3.6 gallons of gas per every 100 miles driven. If you're curious about your gas tank size, it is 14 gallons in capacity. Let's talk about what your second row passengers are going to find. I like the space of the armrest, and I like that it's completely flat. That's going to be a lot more comfortable as opposed to having this area angled up. I don't like it when vehicles have that. It just seems more comfortable when it's flat like that. Door bin right here, plenty of space, and something that, believe it or not, is a very popular question to be answered. Do the rear seat backs recline? And you can see that yes, they do. You will adjust that via the release right here. So depending on where you want to set those seats, that can be done, or where your passengers want to set those seats. And the rear seats also have the fold-down armrest with the cup holders built in. I always like that design because the armrest is always available in its entirety, no matter if there's a cup in the cup holders or not. And something else, 2 major boxes to be checked off. Number 1, air conditioning vents for your rear seat passengers. And number 2, we're also going to have the USB ports right there. I do wish that there were 3 instead of 2 because there is seating for 3 people back here. The sticker price is $38,350. Let's see what else you get for that price. We're going to have our typical glove box here. That little bag right there is where your wheel lock key is located. This model does come with wheel locks. I can't guarantee you that the CR-V you buy will have that. The dealer adds those here among a few other features. We'll have power adjustable seats for the driver and the passenger. The difference between the two is that the passenger seat only goes back and forth. It does not raise up and down. The seat back will change positions. You don't have lumbar support, but you do have all of those things over here on the driver's side. And we'll also find a sunglass holder. Here's the control for the sunroof to tilt or slide that open. You have the manual shade right there. And you can see some of the other features and functionality here. Not a whole lot to talk about up there, but that's what we have. And then over here on the driver's side, we'll have seat memory. Seat memory not on the passenger side, only on the driver's side. The nice large armrest and door bin, plenty of room there. You can control everything for your side view mirrors right here, left or right. You can just leave it in the middle when you're not doing anything with that control. Lock and unlock. You can lock or unlock all 4 windows and control the windows right here. Traction control right here. There is the button for opening and closing the power tailgate from the driver's seat. And if you release this lever, you can adjust the position of the steering wheel. It is tilt and telescopically adjustable. Everything for your adaptive cruise control is here. Radio functionality here. You can go home and voice commands are there. And depending on what you want to know about, you can go right here and see quite a few features. I'm just using the scroll wheel down there that I just showed you to scroll through. And if I want to select something, I just push on that scroll wheel and that brings it up. So depending on what you're doing or need to know about, that's what you're going to do. Your headlights are controlled right here. You can leave that on auto, no big deal. You can't leave your turn signals on auto, so you're going to have to work really hard to use those when you're driving down the road to let people around you know what you're doing. And then your control right there for your front and rear window wipers. The 9-inch touchscreen, the largest you can have in the CR-V as of 2025, but I think it's big enough. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Would you like to eventually see the 12.3-inch that is available on some of the other Honda models right now, available here with the CR-V? You can wirelessly pair your smartphone. You have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. You also have the multi-view rear view camera. I would like to see Honda eventually add the multi-view camera that gives you, or cameras I should say, all around the vehicle, the front view, the side views from the side view mirrors, and the overhead view, such as what you can get with the Pilot, depending on trim level, and the new Passport, the 2026 Passport. Over here, we can go to vehicle settings and change quite a few different things. That's general settings, but you can change everything there. Vehicle settings is right here. So let's get that right. There we go at vehicle settings. And if you have trouble with your power tailgate back there, always come here first. Notice where it says power tailgate settings right there. Make sure that power open by outer handle is set to on. If the battery dies, whether it's in your remote or in the vehicle itself, you can always manually open that tailgate. So that will never be a problem. Just something nice to know, brings peace of mind. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility are here. And you have your dual zone climate control. And one more thing about the front seats that I didn't mention earlier, both are heated. You have 3 stages of heated seats. Definitely don't need that right now. We're looking at around 90 degrees in Northwest Louisiana this week for our highs. But you know what? I'm not complaining. That's better than the frigid, bitter cold. At least for me. I know everyone has their opinions on that. You can sync both sides together. And then you're going to have your USB options here. Another 12-volt power outlet and your wireless charging pad. The conventional style shifter that I know a lot of you like. If you want to go into S right there, sport, you can go into low. Now, if you go into low right here, what that is you stay in low gear no matter the situation. It won't go out of low gear, but you still have all of the horsepower and torque available for your low traction situations. Here you will find your drive mode selector. Let's go through those driving modes. You're going to start with normal and have the graphics that go with that. Econ. We'll also have snow mode. Now, If you go all the way up and you're saying, where's sport mode? Remember, that's what this S is right here. So that's how you go into sport mode. Go past that D to the S right there, and you're in sport mode. If you want to turn the idle stop, or what we often call auto stop start, off or back on, depends on what you want, there's the button for that. Hill descent control is right here. When you push that, you'll see that information come up on the screen, and you can change that and adjust that depending on what you want to do. So very easy to deal with. And you can see right there how you can change what's going on with hill descent control as far as your miles per hour go. You can see that's currently set to 2 miles per hour. And down here we have our cup holders and our center console. There's the space within. And there is the tray right here that is removable. You can put it in the front or the rear slots right here, or just leave that out depending on what you want to do. Driving the CR-V is an enjoyable experience. It has a comfortable ride quality. The driver's seat is comfortable in and of itself. It is fully adjustable, and you know the steering wheel is also adjustable, which means it really doesn't matter your height unless you're just insanely tall, 6'7" or 6'8" or something like that. I don't know that you could adjust it for height like that, but whether you're 5 feet tall or a little over 6 feet tall, I don't think you'll have any trouble adjusting everything to where you're comfortable, where you can see without any trouble. Everything will work very well. And speaking of seeing, easy to see out of, but you also, remember, have that blind spot monitoring, your blind spot information system built into your side view mirrors. Something I didn't mention earlier in the video is you also have your driving aids, Honda sensing, which is adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation, road departure mitigation, lane keeping assist, traffic jam assist. It's all here, and it's definitely going to do a great job of keeping you nice and safe when you're out on the road in all those situations you deal with. And being that it's all-wheel drive, that's going to benefit you even more. For those of you that live in a climate where you have snow more often during the year than not, that's going to help you there too. So a very versatile vehicle in a multitude of ways. Simplistic technology that's easy to learn. The gas and the brake pedal are manageable, and you have a nice tight turning radius, which you would expect with an SUV of this size. So depending on the size of SUV that is right for you, I would definitely say that the Honda CR-V is something that you really need to consider, but I do recommend you drive it yourself. Acceleration is good. I don't have any trouble getting up to speed as I need to here. I'm not expecting it to be a hot rod or anything like that, but at 190 horsepower, it does seem to be enough to get the job done. But I'm curious to know what all of you think who maybe live in really big cities. Where I live in Northwest Louisiana, this is not considered a really big city, that's for sure, in Shreveport, Louisiana. But if you're having to do a lot of driving on the interstate and places like that, tell me what your experience has been when it comes to the acceleration with this 1.5 liter four-cylinder. So tell me what you think about the 2025 Honda CR-V EXL. Is it the best compact crossover SUV? Curious to know what your thoughts are. Tell me down in the comments section. I'd like to say a special thanks to my friends at Holmes Honda for loaning me this CR-V for the day so I could tell you all about it. And a special thanks to all of you for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button. That's very helpful to me. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And if you would, please share this video on your timelines on social media so other people can see it. If you would like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I will see you there.